murder, murder she wrote, murder.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Janelle Taria. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my ponytail. This is one of my most popular services. All the ladies love it. There's so many different styles you can get. You can get a low pony, middle part, you can do a side part with a swoop, you can do no part low pony, high part, and a bobby. That's really the most favorite. So in this particular video, she wanted a curly ponytail, so she got some bundles from the beauty supply store. So let's get right into it. So I start off all of my services with a shampoo, condition, and blow dry. In this video, I typically do 3 shampoos, and then a condition, and that's when I detangle the hair. This particular shampoo only professional stylists can purchase, but it has apple cider vinegar and tea tree in it, and I love it because it really cleanses out the scalp. So doing a shampoo is almost necessary when you're doing ponytails because a lot of people will come with oils, even if you tell them not to, and plus, as a professional, you should be shampooing hair anyway. So I typically like to do 2 cleansing shampoos, and then the third shampoo would be a hydrating shampoo. For my hydrating shampoo, I like to use the Honey Cream from Design Essentials. That's one of the main lines that I use. I use their, so it's the oat and henna cleansing shampoo, and I stand for the Honey Cream. It's really moisturizing. So I typically like to, if I say typically, one more time, I was about to say it again. So if I say it again, comment how many times I say typically in this video. But I like to detangle the hair once the conditioner is in. Also, in this video, I will be giving a lot of tips and tricks. So it's going to be good to watch the entire video in its entirety. As the video plays, I'm just going to be giving the tips and tricks. But so after I detangle the hair and rinse out the conditioner with cool water, I then twist it up, split it down the middle, twist it up. And you guys, please, I work in a salon, and I've seen a lot of stylists not dry off their hair. I would love to dry off the hair. I'm going to try to keep up with the video, but I love that blow dries from Kenra. Highly recommend, speeds up your process. But yes, going back to when I was drying her hair at the bowl, I like to dry the hair because nobody likes hair water dripping down their neck, in their face. Always just get the neck, the thighs, the ears. I know they probably be like, why does go up in my ears? I'm drying you off. So now we're back at the chair. I like to put my clients under the dryer a couple of minutes just because it dries the scalp, and it also makes the drying time with the blow dry less. It makes it go by less. So I did use a leave-in conditioner. This is also a professional only brand. It's from Pureology. It's so good. And I will show you guys the Kenra blow dry spray. You can get Kenra at Ulta. So the attachment piece did fall, so now I'm going in with the diamond brush. I didn't feel like picking it up, so I'm just doing this process. But I usually do use a diamond brush when I'm doing a soap press. When you're doing a ponytail, it doesn't have to be completely silky straight all throughout the hair. Just the perimeter needs to be, smoothed out more than the rest of the hair. So you can do, this is why I consider a lazy blow dry. I do these type of blow dries when I'm more so like about to braid down the hair. And I also do them for my ponytails as well. For my silk press, I always do them the same way. I put off from ear to ear. I have a back section, and then I clip off the front section. So you don't want your parts to be super small. They don't have to be super small, but you don't want them to be too thick. And I want to do one pass. You'll see here that I am going to split this part up. So it depends on how thick the hair is. You can do a larger section. It just depends on the hair thickness and density. So I typically just do one I typically just do one pass for my silk presses and for my ponytails. Like I said, the ponytails, they don't have to be super straight, but because of my flat iron and my blow dry technique and everything, it's gonna appear to be silky. Channel, I will be recording just different styles that I offer and posting them on here. I started doing hair when I was in high school, around like 2013 or so. I was doing hair in my living room. I was a living room stylist. Then after I graduated high school, I did go to Palm Mitchell of Atlanta. I do live here in Georgia, and I work in College Park, which is like, my suite is like 8 minutes from the airport. So everybody knows where the airport is, so everybody knows where they are in distance to the suite. But yeah, so I decided to finally post my videos on YouTube because I've always wanted to do YouTube. I actually have some videos that I'm maybe gonna take off of private. I'm kind of in the space now to where I don't want to hold myself back anymore. So I'm putting myself out there, making videos, making content. But I'm just gonna say the process and then let you guys watch it. The first thing you want to do is part off your baby hairs and let your clients see the baby hairs so they can see exactly how much they want left out. For the high ponytail, I like to split it in half, top and bottom. I put it in the ponytail, and I only use edge brushes. I do not use a comb. If you don't take anything else from this video, do not use a comb. Always use an edge brush. And always use the yellow bottle got to be spray. A lot of people like that technique. I personally find that it's not workable. It's too stiff. So immediately after that light spray and I just brush it, I then go in with my wax stick. Now the wax stick, I've used a couple of brands, but I like more so to use the She Is Bomb. I can't remember the other one I used, but yeah, a lot of wax sticks are pretty much the same. So I like the She Is Bomb and of course Cara Care. Those are my top two wax sticks. And I like to so for this, I just go all along the hair, smoothing it out. You don't want to do too much, but you just want to do just enough. And it's really it'll take practice to see, how much product to use. So after I smooth out the top, I then like to go in and put the bottom into the top of the hair, into the ponytail, and I just repeat that process. Spray what got to be spray, smooth, brush it out, and then apply your wax. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but the back of my client's hair is a little bit broken off. So for my ponytails, I require you guys to have my clients to at least have 4 inches longer. This because the shorter the hair, the less it's going to last and the more it's going to revert, especially if they're natural. It's not going to be silky straight. It will start to wave up. So that's a very important tip to note as well. So now I'm going to go in and I curl the baby hairs. I almost always curl baby hairs, whether it's for a ponytail or for a wig. It really does help and make a difference with your baby hairs. So now I'm doing the baby hairs and I use some edge control and another edge brush. Dang, that word just caught me up. Specifically for the edges, you don't want to use the same one as your wax stick. You want to use a different one because you don't want to mix in the wax with that edge control. So some people like their edges swooped into the ponytail, and you see on the second one I do that today I just did the swirls. And it takes time to learn them. If you want an in-depth tutorial, let me know and I'll definitely post a video for you guys. So I spray a little bit more of the got to be, and I'm gonna go on cool air. If I didn't say that, it has to be cool air. You don't want to use heat because you want to dry it. And as you can see, the back of her hair is a little bit wavy because it was short. So Now I'm going in with the wrap strips. You want to get the ones that have a lot of length on them. You don't want to get the short ones. I was getting confused on which ones to buy. So I just want to cover up more so like the base, like where her edges are and stuff. So I use 2, but sometimes you just use as many as you need. And now I am going to just reinforce and smoothen out the ponytail. This is the ponytail we've been doing was just a draft. So the one we're going to do now is going to be the final ponytail. So I spray a little bit got to be sometimes. And I just do what that's needed. And I go with a little bit of wax if I need to. You just want everything to be nice and flat and neat. I use like some medium-sized rubber bands. They're skinny, and I use a couple of those, and then I go in with thicker rubber bands. I just like to do this one because they're not as tight. So you want to make sure that it's flat. She wants a super high ponytail. This is the highest ponytail. I think this is probably like the second or third high ponytail I've done, but she wanted to sit like cheerleader ponytail. That's what she said. So we're gonna use a lot of bands to give it that height because it's so high. Also, another pro tip, this is really probably the most important thing with these ponytails. You want to ask your clients, how tight is it? Is it okay? Is it going to hurt in 2 days? Because trust, these ponytails can cause damage. I'm pretty sure we've all seen the balding that they can cause. And you want to ask also too, because if anything happens, that's your safe gate. That was your disclaimer to say, hey, I'm not liable. Like I even asked you, does it feel like it's gonna hurt in 2 days? But yeah, so you want to basically just keep adding rubber bands and stacking them on top of each other. You want to go in with these thick ones, maybe about like 2 at the base, and then you want to keep moving it up and up. It'll make more sense later on once I show you guys from another view. But you basically want to just use rubber bands to add height. So you're not banding at the base, you're banding going up along the actual ponytail. So if you guys can see here, I'm wrapping it going up the actual ponytail. I'm adding height with the bands. And also too, I was just adding a little bit more Got2b spray and wax. You can really do it as needed. Don't overdo it, but you can do it. Always spray before you put the wax. And it's good to also dry as you go as well. Dry it on cool air. So for this particular client, I did need to add braiding here, so I'm going to go in and use a little bit of some gel to start the braid and then attach the braiding hair. You want to make sure that the braiding hair is thick enough. I could use a little bit more, but I know how to make it work, so you just want to make sure that it's nice and secured. So you want to finish off the braid, add a rubber band, and then cut off the end. Then after you cut off the excess hair, you want to go ahead and use a wrap strip to you want to go ahead and use a wrap strip and wrap that entire ponytail. You definitely want to wrap it a couple of times around the base of the ponytail and then wrap it all the way down. And also you want to secure this, so you want to add a rubber band to the bottom of the pony that's wrapped, and you also want to add a rubber band to the base. If you don't add a rubber band to the base, this is probably really the most important, because I've had a client ponytail fall off. You got to add the ponytail at the base, a rubber band, because if not, it can fall off, trust. So now I'm using some glue. I'm gonna go in with some glue, some 30-second, the best and the only glue that I use. And you just want to add it along the ponytail. I don't do the like entire thing. I just do like the front facing view. Just because if you do like the back bottom part of the pony, the glue can drip down. But I do it thick enough so the checks can, it's enough glue on there so they can stick. I'm sorry, somehow something happened with the clip of me wrapping the entire, but you just want to wrap it all around close as you can, and make sure that it is flat and that it is actually on the glue and it's sticking. So you just want to wrap, you want to leave at least like a half an inch, of the pony so you can see like the wrap strip because you don't want to take it all the way down. Some people do, but I prefer not to. So for the wraparound piece, you want to just grab a piece of hair from the back, thick enough so it can cover. And that's what I mean by you want a little bit of space between the actual tracks and the actual base of the pony, because this is where you're going to wrap the hair at. You don't want to wrap it over the tracks because it just gets a little too thick. You want this wrap part to be a little bit thinner than the actual ponytail. I have my client hold it as I wrap. I use even spray along the hair and then I wrap it around. And at the back of it, I add glue and I add more even spray and I dry it with hot air. So unfortunately, the beauty supply store did sell her a 12-inch when it was supposed to be 14. So the top of her bundle is a little bit shorter. So in a second, you'll see me go in and stretch her bundles. She did love her ponytail, but she really did want it to be a little bit fuller. She actually went back and they was like, oh yeah, we gave you the wrong one. So she came back later that day and I finessed it. I took out some of the top part without having to really do the ponytail. And it looked a lot better because those extra 2 inches really went a long way. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more videos, different versions of the ponytails. I definitely have to do a swoop bobby ponytail for you guys because that's one of my most requested styles. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I will definitely get back to you. And if you are a hairstylist and you want an in-depth video of this ponytail, all of the tips and tricks and the secrets that I didn't include, let me know if there's enough of you guys, and maybe I may do a FaceTime video class for you guys. It'll be hands-on and way longer than 20 minutes, but if you are in need of a hairstylist, I am licensed. As I said, I treat natural hair and luxury styles, and I offer raw bundles. So please feel free to book and message if you have any questions. All of my information will be in the description. Stay tuned for more. Love y'all. Bye.